Hey, welcome to Web3 Reviews. This is Zach. Thank you for being with us. Today, we are going to be talking about XRP. Let's go.
Remember that none of this is financial advice.
The price today is sitting at 58 cents, bouncing between 60 cents, 59, and 58. Things got incredibly bullish there. FOMO is kicking in. We have a lot of influencers talking about what they think is going to happen. We have Jesse Hines poking his head and saying, don't listen to influencers. Things are starting to get bullish, but we see that the 24-hour trading volume is sitting at $1.5 billion as recorded by CoinMarketCap. That's pretty incredible. Now jumping on to Crypto Barbie, she says, wow, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, has disclosed plans to outpace the traditional SWIFT network to become the world's payment leader. Now if we click on this, it takes us to Crypto News Flash, and this was written by Godfrey Benjamin on July 19th, 2024. And this says, Ripple CEO unveils plan to surpass SWIFT as world payment leader. Will XRP price hit $1? I think $1 is a little bit too low. That's what I'm thinking. Let's jump to Ripple XRP. And this video is 2 years old, but this is Brad right here talking about SWIFT. And he said over 2 years ago that Ripple is partnered with 100 SWIFT-enabled banks. And let's listen to what Brad Garlinghouse has to say about this.
I think what we're doing and executing on a day-by-day basis is in fact taking over SWIFT in that we've now signed up well over 100 banks. Some of the largest SWIFT-enabled banks in the world are now using Ripple's technology. Just last week we saw a remittance company who's using Ripple's technology. They reduced the price per transaction to their consumers from $20 per transaction to $2 per transaction, and they saw an 800% increase in usage overnight. That's the type of dynamic that SWIFT isn't able to support that we're able to address right now.
Remember that this is about 2 years old. Somebody said 11,000 banks is basically all the banks that use the SWIFT system today. So I don't believe that they have successfully tested with all of them. So Brad said they had over 100 that were ready to go right now, SWIFT-enabled banks. Now I've heard the digital asset investors say over and over again over the last few years that if you are a partner of a partner, then you're technically connected. So there's a certain number of banks that Ripple will need to get enabled before all of the rest of them fall in suit. And I think that's reasonable. I still think it's an incredibly bullish video, and Brad Garlinghouse is a great spokesperson for Ripple. I can't think of a better CEO. You compare him to Charles Hodgkins or Vitalik, you're like, wow, Brad is just on a different level. All right, so jumping to the recent news, I'm sure we've all heard of the blue screen of death. It affected SWIFT too. The application for SWIFT is temporarily offline for maintenance reasons, they said. So you can't try to become a SWIFT partner right now. And I'm unsure what would have happened if you tried to send money with SWIFT on those days, where the internet was down, where they experienced that security problem, the IT upgrade, but I'm sure that it wouldn't have let you. But we know that cryptocurrency didn't go down, and we know that Ripple has a lab with their servers up and running, deep in an underground base that would survive even a nuclear holocaust, so they say. So Ripple's gonna be up and running, and not even Bitcoin went down. So we have things that are up and running, which aren't even the best technology, but it's still better than SWIFT. So here we go. Armando Pantoja at Tall Guy Tycoon says, breaking, XRP just recorded 1,721 new wallets in a single day, one of the highest single days in years. New investors are pouring in masse. Many will be left behind. And then going to Edward Farina, we have the ATMs offline in Greece, and of course this is a part of that bigger problem. So we had hospitals offline, we had ATMs offline, and we see that Amped 41134 responded and said there was a major worldwide outage right now caused by an update to CrowdStrike, a popular antivirus program. Say whatever you want. If this is how they covered it up, okay. I'll say this, the Bearable Bull, he's been calling for a blackout as a Black Swan event since 2017. Seriously. So eventually you're right, but in this case he was right. So. Going back to Ripple XRP, Jack the Rippler, we see that the outdated banking system is down, including IT systems. This is how the new banking system looks like. XRP fixes this and was never down. And we'll see what it used to be with all those insane lines like a spider web, and we'll see what it is now with XRP at the center as an easy intro and outro out of your currency of choice. So you want to switch from USD to Mexican peso, you go into XRP, you go into Mexican peso. You're going to send some money to your friend in Japan, you send them some XRP, they cash it out in their Japanese yen. Instant and free, as long as your off-ramp doesn't charge you any fees, or your on-ramp. Nothing wrong with that. Jack the Rippler again, the same movement happened back in 2017. XRP could repeat the $60,000 breakout. And we see a little chart there with a wedge, and we're just getting wedged to infinity. Riz at RizXRP says the holy grail. And then we see this huge article here. He says XRP is the most used currency on the ledger easily. Therefore, when it comes whether it's going to be used or not, the data overwhelmingly suggests that it's default currency used for payments on the XRPL. The data overwhelmingly suggests that it is the default currency used for payments in the XRPL. Figure 10. The value flow in the XRP Ledger between October 1st, 2019 and April 30th, 2020. The bandwidth of each flow represents the magnitude of aggregate value transferred and dominated in XRP. Only payment transactions are included. So as we scroll down here, I'm going to read this highlighted. As one might expect, XRP is by far the most used currency on the ledger in terms of payment volume. 125 billion XRP for 7 months, or 586 million XRP per day. We look at this graphic here, and we'll see that we have a lot of wallets sending, and they're using XRP mainly. I mean, if you could use the most efficient car to drive on a road trip, or if you could use a less efficient car to drive on a road trip, which one would you choose? And at this time, the road trip is your money, and you need that money to make the trip, and you don't want it to be stopped for roadside assistance. You don't want to get a call saying, hey, we've had a problem with your money reaching its end destination. So we're going to jump to Anish Raj XRP. It's not a coincidence. And he retweets Baba Kugs, which for those who don't know, Baba Kugs is one of those ripplers, one of those people out here calling shots, you know, and if you've been here for 7 years, maybe you're tired of those folks. If you're a perma bull, you just think we're itching closer. And the thing about the guys who make predictions, the people who are calling for the end of the world, the people who are calling for blackouts, eventually they're right. So eventually Baba Kugs is going to be right. And he says nothing happens until the Vatican says so. And this was in August of 2023. But now we see that Alert Channel says that Ripple partners with the Vatican. So this is huge. Anish Raj says it's not a coincidence. Now the Vatican, you know, they own a lot of gold. 24 Hours Crypto says XRP back at 60 cents and the XRP holders are like, and we're looking at Porsches, how we can build our own. Yeah, I mean, that's about the gist, right? We're hearing all this FOMO. We're stacking our XRP bags even more, right? We've been packed, but now we're reallocating back into XRP from all those little coins we thought we were going to hit big on, right? Chasing green candles, didn't work out too well, now we're back to XRP. I'm playing with the AMM, and if we look at this, a few days ago I put $1,800 into the AMM, $300 into 6 different liquidity pools, and all of them are downside. So one of them, the XPM XRP pool, is down $30, a tenth of what I put in. The XRPH XRP liquidity pool is down $15, and the casino coin liquidity pool is down $10. Not a big deal, but that's how it goes, right? And we see the 2 tokens other than XRP in my bag, Ribbits and XPM. Ribbits is apparently up for XRP, and XPM is down 10 XRP. I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, the thing is you hold your XRP. You don't trade your XRP for any other tokens. So if you have a trading bag that you're willing to lose, then you play with the AMM, you buy some NFTs. But I'm not telling you should. There's the rich list of XRP, and I recommend that everybody find themselves somewhere on that list. It's riskier to not be on that list than it is to be on it. Thank you all for being with us. Zach from Web3 Reviews. Until next time.